Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me again on another day. I appreciate your presence so much. Like, I can't really explain to you. The more I think about it, the more it trips me out. The smileception, as we said yesterday, right? Me imagining you smile makes me smile. Hopefully, it makes you smile and turn again. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I genuinely believe, that there is an energy being shared that transcends time, that transcends space, and it allows us to come together in a way that has never before been possible. And like there's parts of myself as well that questions and asks. Maybe it's a nihilistic part of myself that is like worried or unsure about this transition we're making as humanity. Hooray for energy sharing. Yes, Kristen, thank you so much for sharing yours with mine. And hey, Luke, thank you for the tree hug, my friend. How have you and your mom been, dude? It's nice to see you here again. Like, there was this talk that I watched today, and I'm like only remembering bits of it already. Like, one of them is that there isn't enough resources on the planet. It's basically the four horsemen, the four myths of the apocalypse, right? Greed, famine, sickness, and death. And how you can see the kind of ideas we have as humanity attached to those like four like apocalyptic horsemen, where we've almost like built our entire society on this completely false narrative that we've been telling ourselves this whole time. We've been telling ourselves that evolution is something that's completely, random. So in the case of it being completely random, our existence here is completely random. So what's the point? When it should be seen as we're not completely random, but we actually have the capacity to influence our own DNA and adapt ourselves. Then the other lie is the fact that we're in competition with each other. When nature isn't in competition with each other, it's in co-cooperation, co-creation as well with each other. Because if like there was only one of a species dominating everything, it would kill everything else, and then it would kill itself as a result of that. So we have been combative and competing as humanity over the resources that we have on our planet. And in doing so, we're eradicating each other and eradicating our planet at the same time. This belief that there isn't enough money to go around as well, right? Like a universal basic income. Where's the money going to come from? But money is literally an illusion. It's like a centimeter or a kilometer, right? On the grand scheme of things, it's something we made up just so we can measure ones of something. Wealth doesn't equal prosperity. No. Other way around. Prosperity doesn't equal wealth. Wealth equals prosperity. If you empower people with enough money to take care of themselves, what do you think they're going to spend that money on? They're going to spend it back in the country. They're going to support their local people with the money that they have. And what's the last one? There's one that I'm missing. If you friends can help me, and if you've seen that video as well. South Africa by any chance? Yeah, it is South Africa. You're right, friend. Good day, sirs and ma'ams. Hey, eat red meat. I hope that you're well as well, my friend. Gator is here. Sacred Field is here. Slag is here. Dwaffle is here. Who else? Scarmelia is here as well. Puzzleheaded is here as well. Hey, friend. It's nice to see all of you here. So early as well. I feel like we've only been streaming for like 3 minutes and everyone has been showing up. I appreciate your presence so much. Thank you. How am I doing today? I'm doing really well. I spent some time drawing today, and then like I did some breathing exercises just before coming and sitting down today, which put me in a very surreal mindset. I feel like the mindset I'm in isn't one that's necessarily one that is constantly talking, but usually one that sits and observes. That type of mindset. But we can do that still while articulating. Hey there, Milkmold brother. Hey, Sacred Field. How have you been, my friend? It's so nice to see you again. How's life been treating you? How's your family been? How's your job been? How has the lack of a job been? How's your apartment been? How's the place that you've been living in? How's the weather been? Like, catch me up, friend. Do tell me. Every single one of you, that question goes out to every single one of you. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday indeed, my dude. 12 Maker. Thank you so much, friend. Reddit avatars are really cute. Some of them can be. Yeah, I agree as well. I wish. I wish I could make my own. Like, literally make my own. That would be really cool. Hopefully someday. I'm pretty sure maybe someday they'll allow you to. We should spend our energy rising the tide for everyone to prosper. Exactly. Like the thing is as well, Yater. The real crux of the problem for me. I'm gonna be drinking for prosperity. Mm. Ooh. The thing for me about prosperity and the place we are, at least financially and technologically, with our civilization, we're no longer in the position where we're just surviving. We have more than enough resources as humanity to take care of every single other person. If you look at the amount of money that just kind of disappears into our governments, like there's, like I feel it's not going to be long until humanity realizes that the government as we know it is pretty much just organized crime, like really fancy organized crime, and it's a little bit brutal. I literally went to sleep to you playing with Kiki last night. That is so adorable. Like it was like I was still actually answering someone. I think we were answering Mammy. Was it Mammy? Might not have been. Might have been Mammy. Yeah, and yeah, the phone died. She was really a ride this morning. I still have a few battle wounds. I don't know if you can see any of that. Man, I was trying to be a little bit. I was trying to be a little bit more creative today, and like I went outside with that inspiration of almost like, with the inspiration of going out and trying to find inspiration. And I went outside and I looked kind of to the side of myself, and there was these beautiful like blossoming succulents, and within the like blades of the succulent there were these smaller versions of itself where it like propagates, and those usually grow out all the way, drop somewhere, and then shoot roots again. But you can also just cut them off and replant them directly like that, and they'll shoot roots and they'll go from there again. So I kind of trimmed up that little succulent bush, if you will, made sure that there weren't too many of them like sticking out where it'd be unsightly if they all actually grew to their full capacity. And I planted them in this like kind of rock face. I don't know, that's not what you call it, but it's like basically a bunch of big rocks that serve the function of keeping soil against the wall. Hey, yay! Hello, hello, yay! And yeah, like I just planted these little succulent. I think you call them like succulent roses, something like that. They're very beautiful. Keep going again. Okay. Anyway, so I just like kind of planted them against the wall, and I'm like picturing in my mind's eye what it would look like if they all just kind of grow in the way that I want them to over these rocks, make it a little bit more sightly. And I was just thinking to myself how this is technically a creative expression that me and Mother Nature now is like co-creating in. And I'm doing this. Don't hurt me, please. Please. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Anyway, so like I'm planting these things right now, even though like I might not even be able to see what it looks like in its full beauty, because I might have moved like away by then, because it takes like maybe sometimes a year, sometimes 2 years for them to like completely grow into the shape that I would want them to grow into. So I was just thinking about that, how I am in this moment, like in my now. Oh, ouch! Anna, you're putting holes in me. You're putting holes in me. You're putting holes in me. Anyway, like I'm using my now to create something for someone in the future, be it myself, be it my family members, be it anyone who gets to see it, right? And like it's like for me, it makes me just think more and more about what we're doing now for our future generations. Are we doing enough for our future generations? Are we doing enough? I hope so. I'm trying to do everything I can with what I have, at least. I'm trying to do as much as I can. Ouch! 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 Je mag mij zeer. Je mag mij zeer. Je mag mij nou. Ouch! Ah. Oh, ook een beetje in mij. Ja, he's... Can you not? Can you, please? Please. Ouch! Ow! 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 Oh! 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 Why? Why, devil child? What have I done to deserve this? What have I done to deserve it? Still catching her when she's falling, huh? Us human beings. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hello again, Lavender Jones. It's nice to see you as well. And Scarmelia, she says, I got my first order for a mini jellyfish, trans flag colors. Completely elated that my first order is a Pride plushie. I'm so happy to hear that, friend. Maybe that's gonna be your niche. You just sell Pride things. Like, I can imagine a Pride jellyfish would be so cool. I'm imagining it like a purple jellyfish dome, and then just like these Pride color like tentacles. It looks so amazing, actually. Prosperity. That's awesome, Scarmelia. It really is. I will drink for that today as well. Prosperity. Prosperity to you, Yater. And to you, Kristen. To you, Aaron. And to you, Puzzle. And to you, Sacred Field. And to you, Certified Technician, Tommy. Right? Love and light to all of you, friends. Good morning, y'all. Been a minute. I have been doing well and thinking of you all daily. Need more morning sleep lately. I've been feeling the same way, actually. Like, I've been having a hard time sleeping at night as of late, Aaron. Feel this energetic shift. Maybe we're like in a little bit of a tense state right now. It's completely okay. We've missed you as well, friend. Thank you for being here with us. Let me know where I can order one, friend. There we go. You have your second order, Scarmelia. Wait, you can order a person? No, unfortunately not. You can order a little crochet jellyfish, though. Prosperity. Oh dear. It's really nice weather-wise, around 72. Woke up to 58, felt nice. I had my MRI on my knee last week. Minimal meniscus needs to be removed, so hobbling around till August, otherwise doing okay. My friend, I'm sending your knee so much love and light as well. Thank you for sharing that with me, friend. I'm becoming so acutely aware of my own knee as well now, because the sensation of me going, right, and all of us can do this technically right now, the sensation of me going and touching my own knee is the exact same sensation all of us have for going and touching our own knee, right? So in touching our knee, let's just be thankful for them. Thank you, knees, for being knees. I love you for that. Thank you. And I love you, friend. Thank you for sharing that information with me as well. I hope you get better soon, and I hope the removal process leaves you feeling fantastic as well. Tommy says, good morning, Mr. Melt. I hope you are having a great day. Absolutely fantastic day, friend. Thank you so much. How about yours? How are your blackberries coming along? Have you tried any of those alternative pesticides? I'm curious. What up, Melt fam? I'm doing good, Dan. How about you, man? Are you Australian? British? Like if you pull a line, one goes down, one goes sideways, you'll find me like in South Africa. Edwin is here as well. It's nice to have you here, friend. Energy. My fellow energy creatures. Oh, I like that. Hopefully, you can manage in the meantime. Sending you healing vibes to you through to August. Sam. Thank you so much, friend. South Africa is right. Yes, I am from South Africa. Yes, he's in South Africa. Yop. What is his name? My name is Meltmore. Cute, overloaded puppy. She's so adorable. He's Meltmore. Thank you, Edmund. That pup needs a toy. You are gonna regret your hands being toys. She has multiple toys. Like, to give you an example, I'm gonna walk a few meters. Look, look. She just kind of leaves them everywhere as well. The naughty kid. But she has toys. These don't give as much as skin does. And these don't interact, right, as fingers can. Like, I wonder to a dog what a hand must kind of represent or look like. Because we can do such articulate things with our hands, right? And I like to do like little patterns and touch her like a little forehead to play with her, like make her try and bite my fingers but dodging it. Like, what does that have to look like to a dog who can't even start to fathom to move her individual little toes? I just think they like their hands more. It's a little bit more interactive and playful. Manifesting eternal blessings to you all. Thank you so much, Nate. That's beautiful, friend. Sending those manifested eternal blessings right back to you. That dog is getting pissed. She's feisty, dude. She's really feisty. She actually felt bad. I figured it was all no. Yeah, like, she hurts me sometimes. I mean, like, there's some mild scratches. But this morning, she did draw a little bit of blood. So you just have to make like a noise that you get hurt. And she's like, oh shit, I did something. But then she like gets riled up because I get riled up because she hurts me. And then we just rile each other up. What is that thing? It is a dog. He's a cute dog though. She is. She's a little gremlin. What a cutie. Well, watching a guy with an interesting accent play absent-mindedly with a rambunctious puppy is the highlight of my day. Definitely, Puo. My friend, thank you. I'm happy that you feel like I can bring any highlight to your day. That is like an absolute blessing. We have a lot of friends in chat right now. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. It's so nice to have you here. If you're wondering what the hell it is I'm doing, who the hell it is I am, I'm trying to figure that out as well. I'm Meltmore, if you will. That's the name that I've chosen for myself. A representation of melting away the things I believe aren't me, and melting a part of myself the things that I believe is useful to me. Not identifying necessarily with my own physical appearance and a specific name or any like one way of doing things, but just being open and questioning. And that's what we do here, friends, if you will. Ask questions, co-create with me. Thank you for joining me today. I feel like if we have the attitude that we can always do more for this world, that is a good start. We're already doing that, friend. I do believe that, genuinely. And I think ARPAN is one of those things as well, where it allows people to genuinely bring themselves to a situation, be it as a watcher as well, and I do my fair share of ARPAN watching, or as a streamer, where you can share in a space where something would have happened, right? Like, for instance, just the rising of a sun. That would have happened regardless of someone's will or someone's want to share that moment with someone else. And with ARPAN, we get to come together and genuinely share just human interaction with each other. I feel, man, with COVID doing what it did to us on a social level, we're so starved as human beings just for some social interaction, some way to communicate and some way to relate to other human beings. And I do believe this is the way it's supposed to be. Oh, snap, he's number one. Ooh, front paging. It's nice. It's nice, but it's usually fleeting. And it's nice of you friends to be here. I appreciate your presence always. What the hell? Go Mel, to everyone loves you. Thank you, Gob Nugget. I love you as well, my friend. You were cute, thank you. Oh, fuck, I don't know going on here, but I'm here. I'm happy you're here with me as well. $1 version of Heath Ledger. Still a compliment. Where are you? In South Africa. Prosperity indeed. Welcome to all the new friends. Glad you're here. Thank you for being such a loving consciousness with us here, Edmund. I appreciate that. My dad's getting a knee replacement soon. I'm sending him love as well for his knee, friends. Right? Like, this is something that I genuinely believe for my own life and my own understanding of things when it comes to relating to other beings, right? Not even necessarily other human beings, but just any being at all. It's the fact that we all share this awareness of what life is supposed to be. At least that's how I see it. Looking at like the little dog that just came and played with us, or my other dogs, or the cattle, or the chickens, or the geese, or even the trees, and thinking of them as being just aware, and what that awareness truly means, and what that awareness is a part of. Because a tree is aware. It is aware when it doesn't get water, it is aware when it doesn't get enough sunlight, and it's aware when there's like things living in it. It's aware of all of these things. It's aware when it gets sicknesses. It's so aware that it can literally pass information through its root systems to other trees so that they can prepare themselves for this onslaught of sickness or like pest. Like that is crazy to me. And the fact that that awareness is something that is like permeable, it's present in everything, like omnipresent, infinite awareness, and identifying with that instead of identifying with this personal body, this personal name, this personal job, personal family, personal place in which we grew up and live in at the moment, but to be identified with the awareness of these things. I feel like it just opens you up to so much more experience. And the fact that we're all that I awareness, right? That infinite awareness, and that is the thing that it is you love, means that you can truly and genuinely love other beings just for being that beingness that you are being right now. You understand what I'm trying to say? I love you, friends. And I can genuinely say this because I believe it. My dad's getting puff puff pass. I don't have a joint on me right now, friend. Why can't I hear anything? You have to press this little button, dude. You tripping? I did take an edible. So maybe. Who's touching my knee? You're touching your knee, I hope. Yoga weirdo. No, I don't do yoga, but I should. I should be doing some yoga. Let's stop saying that doesn't like it. Thank you, knees. Yeah, thank you, knees, dude. 100%. I'll touch your knee. Damn it, that's my knee care. And smiles and cheer now. I'm so happy that you friends are sharing this space with me. There's so many of you that I'm already like falling behind the comments, but I'm trying to catch up. Hello, I'm Mahdi. I'm Iranian. Thank you for joining us from Iran, friend. This is South Africa. What are those? I have a small garden. I'm not exactly sure what you ask about. What are those, friend? Is it indigestion connected to spirituality anyway? Indigestion connected to spirituality in any way? It could be, technically. I mean, like, however you purge is going to be a divine and personal experience to you. So, I mean, anything can be like, you could think of it as like there's this spiritual energy permeating everything, quite literally everything. We're just not equipped to really notice it or see it. You can say it's like energy as well if you don't want to say spirituality. You look like the son of Jon Snow and James Cardone. I don't know who James Cardone is, but I have had the Jon Snow one. Thank you, friend. Thank yourself that you have a knee. Yeah, dude, why not? Like, it's something we take so for granted. And like becoming aware of something as just a knee, right? Oh, it's just my knees. But not having knees, suddenly your knees don't work. That shit sucks. That doesn't sound like a good time to me, so I'm gonna thank my knees. I'm grateful for them as well. Doge the Moon. Yeah, let's go, dude. Accent is fake. No. No, not quite. Heath Ledger, thank you. Are you high? Yeah, I am. Be grateful for all the stuff you have that others don't. Exactly, friend. Becoming just grateful. Just being grateful. That is it. It's a streaming and dancing this guy's job. Yeah. If not, why not, dude? I'm in service of the people. Hi, how are you? I'm doing so well, friend. How about you? Job is a construct created by society to keep us productive. Yeah, it's true, dude. Like the thing is as well, so like very genuinely, let me just say the way that I feel about this. I don't know how many friends are here because like I have the chat open and it doesn't show me the stuff anymore, the stats, if you will. Anyway, I think this is important to say, regardless of how many people there is that listening to this. When it comes to a job, right? Like it's not like I've been doing this my entire life. I've had jobs before. I started working when I was 17. I not even started working when I was 17. My dad took me out of school so that I could have a full-time job when I was 17. Like, it was partly my fault because I wasn't working hard enough in school, because I got a girlfriend and I was a 17-year-old teenager, so things happened that weren't supposed to happen. Yeah, I'm getting off point. Anyway, so I did bad at math, and my dad was like, okay, you don't want to study, you don't want to work, then you're going to go and work. So he took me out of school and he put me in like a fabrication company, one of his friends' fabrications company, where I learned to dig holes for foundation. I learned how to grind and weld. I learned how to use CNC machines. And I carried a lot of things. Oh goodness, I carried so many things. And my feet were always killing me. And I realized, truly, like working for 6 months like that, the value of like working and the satisfaction of being able to go and rest afterwards. So I did that for 6 months, and my dad asked me like, okay, are you ready to go back to school now? I was like, yeah, this is not exactly what I want to continue doing for the rest of my life. Went back to school, grades were a lot better, finished school, had the capacity to go and study. Dad told me I can go and study, have to get a loan on my own name. So I did like quick maths, if you will. Study for 4 years, get into like in South Africa about $80,000 worth of debt. Work for another 4 years to pay off your debt, only then to be free to actually have money to spend. So I was like 8 years of my life in order to be an engineer. No. So I decided to become a salesman instead. Moved out of my parents' home directly after high school, went to like the local city, started working as a salesman, and was doing kind of well at that. But during that whole process, I realized just how much I was betraying myself. Because within the sales job that I was doing, it expected of me to be someone that I wasn't. And I mean, like I'm preaching to the choir probably. A few friends know what that is like, right? And I went through the process of like almost learning to hate myself and becoming so money obsessed, right? Like to the point where it became like a very nasty aspect of my personality. Because I was like, I'm a salesman, right? I do these things, I talk to these people, I call people, I talk them into giving me their money, regardless of whether the product is good, regardless of whether they need this expensive of a product. I can just like gas them as hard as I can, and then I make more money as a result of that. And just that like pattern of like talking to myself really messed me up. So then at the end of the year, like after doing this, they kind of changed the structure of the company where I was working at, to instead of it being like completely sales oriented, where we sell like integrations, be it microphones, be it flat screens, be it like audio systems for places, and we started selling services to actually repair these things. So we had a team, and then we would sell a service package, like different tiers of service packages, and then we would be at your disposal to call if any of your stuff stops working. And technically it is a good business model, because things don't go wrong like every single day, and you can technically go months without things going wrong, so you're banking on things not going wrong for months. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic again. I could get a commission, like 20% commission of now like $200 a month, where I could get 20% commission of a $20,000 sale. So I was like, nah, again, money oriented. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore because I'm not making the money I'm supposed to. So I got this opportunity to go to China, because I met this friend, and through this friend, she introduced me to her boss, and then her boss kind of did all of the paperwork for me to go to China. And like my salary went from like literally $380 to like $400 a month, to me earning like $2,000 a month. So now suddenly I had so much expendable money that I literally had 3x the type of, or the amount of spendable money that I didn't even have before. And during that time of my life, when I had more money and more comfort than I ever even knew was normally possible, right? Like for a 21-year-old, technically still 20-year-old, to go from not being able to eat at the end of month sometimes to being able to like eat and like buy himself, you know, the randomest shit that he wants. Especially coming from a house where that was never something that was possible. I believe that, okay, now that I have this expendable money, now that I can like buy myself the things that I want all the time, now I'm gonna be happy, right? Now I'm gonna feel fulfilled in what it is I'm doing. And I realized that I was just, again, like doing things that I hated so that I can continue living, so that I can continue doing things that I hate. And it really messed me up. And how couldn't it at the end of the day as well? And I just realized that the only thing that is going to be what actually like carries my soul at the end of the day is going to be doing what it is I want to do and what I believe is the most important thing for me to do for my life, for my expression. Gathering material wealth is not something that brings you any satisfaction. Again, it's like the centimeters thing. It's a number thing. And if you attach any aspect of your happiness to the amount of numbers that you can accumulate, there's no point in which you're going to be satisfied because numbers are endless. You can just continue adding and adding and adding onto it. Something that we understand though is this thing that we call love. Something that transcends numbers. You can't, like, I love this person 10,000, right? No. You love a person, or you're indifferent, or you hate a person. There's this, like, genuine, either I give you all of it, or you get none of it, right? That's the thing with love. There's no number attached to it. At least that's the way I feel about it. Well, with Thread Dumble, the average Redditor. How was your day, Meltmore? It was really good, Dragon. Thank you, friend. Did some drawing. Did some, like, gardening, if you will, landscaping gardening, I don't know what you call it, and then did some, like, proper breathwork meditation just before stream as well. Be patient, my friends. Meltmore, we'll get to your comments eventually. Larger crowd today, hang out. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to get there. I can't hear anything. Your little thing is muted, dude. Look at here. Look here. Or here, somewhere there. Hey, what you doing? I'm just having chats, friend. 4-hour week. 4-hour week. Heard of the concept? I've heard of the 4-day week, but not the 4-hour week. Where are you from? South Africa? I'm guessing you ain't got a job, huh? You're right, friend. I'm unemployed. Where are you? I heard there's a puppy. Where's the puppy? The puppy has gone. Kiki! I've summoned her, but I don't know if she could hear me. South Africa, he said it 1,000 times. Yeah, I'm probably going to say it 1,000 more times. Feel free to leave if you don't like the stream. Like, feel free to stay if you don't like the stream as well. I mean, tell me what you don't like about it and we can co-create. I can have new perspectives of why it is you don't like what it is I'm saying. And then, maybe, I can grow my perspective and learn to say things that you would like hearing. Or find a new way of saying it in which you would agree. My daughter started crying because she saw a puppy and she wants one facepalm. I'm sorry, dude. That's a part of it, right? I will say, if you teach her to bite your hand, she will bite other humans' hand. Fair warning. It's not me teaching her, friend. Like, she's a Jack Russell. You can just go and if any of you have owned a Jack Russell before in your life, you know exactly how they are. Everyone is welcome here, no matter your thoughts or views. Exactly. I love this positive energy, and I love you, friend. Thank you. Exotic pets, vanity or passion? It depends. Like, it depends on to what extent you take it to, and if you're a proper pet owner, and if you are doing it in a way that you could actually be facilitating the survival of a species. Right? So there's both sides to that coin. If you're like an exotic pet owner that keeps all of your animals like in a little 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter box, then absolutely like go to jail. But if you have like proper aquariums for like lizards and stuff, and you create an environment in which they can like procreate again, and you could like save a species as a result of your exotic pet owning, then you're doing a good thing, right? It's all about contrast and perspective at the end of the day. Can't get the sound to work. You're beautiful, such a rage energy. Have a loving day. Oh, my friend, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I would have loved to like have you spend some more time. I wish one of our other friends told you how to fix it. Hey, look who I got here. Hello. Oh, okay. You don't want to. Oh shit. Come, come. Where's your mustache? Where's your mush? Where's your mush? We summoned her, and here she is. Oh, shit, come. Oh, she's gonna eat my pashmina probably. Hey, you Melt. Hey, Galavanza. What is the best thing you've yeeted in that yard you're in? What is the best thing you've ever yeeted in that yard? Like the thing I've thrown, right? Yeeting something is to throw, right? I think so. I'm understanding this new kids, this young people slang. Like such a weird question. I don't throw too many things. Maybe like an orange peel. That sounds so lame. I mean, but I think that's the truth. I like the colors, and I like you, friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like this, technically, isn't just for you. Literally, I don't see myself, but you do. So it's all for you, friend. It's all for you. What's your favorite word? My favorite word. Hmm. I don't know, dude. That's a difficult one as well. I don't want to have one favorite word. I like words. If I could say only a single word like a Pokemon, which word would I want to say? Like that, I feel excellent. just randomly scream excellent constantly. No, maybe not excellent. What is a word that would work? You know, like I'm thinking about this like little cartoon that I saw. I think it's called The Hollow or something like that. And it was like the four horsemen. And like the other horsemen talk, but war literally just says war. War. No matter what happens, he gets kicked by a horse, war. Oh, war. So I'm like thinking, what would be the word I would want to say? Love. I feel love would be too cliche. Love would just be too cliche. Maybe. Ooh. Light. Yeah, that's the one. Just light. I think light is my favorite word. Salty says, melt more. I don't recommend climbing that telephone pole. So don't do that. Salty, now you have made it a thing in my brain, dude. I'm imagining myself getting up all on that telephone pole and then accidentally. No, I'm not going to go into that. Thought Patrick, thank you for the gold, friend. I do love gold. Oh, what do you mean day 174? It is day 174 of streaming every single day, friend. Every single day showing up so that we can share a space like this. $1 version. Yeah. I'm getting wrecked today, Goldfish. I'm getting wrecked by the comments. What you drinking? I'm drinking water. I'm a hydro homie, as they say. You fine AF Lamar. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Katie. Accent is fake. Like how do I even do a fake accent? You friends have at least heard my fake accents. I kind of butcher it. It would be so exhausting talking for like an hour to 2 hours at a time with a fake accent, and you think, uh, hey management, it's nice to see you, Lisa. How are you today? Ow, 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 ow. I know. Ouch, 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 ouch. Wash, 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 wash. Yes, being love. I like that so much. I always love Melton edibles. Such a great energy. Interestingly enough, like edibles is definitely like a different compound to smoking it. It is, I think, 11 hydroxy THC that it turns into when you eat it. So, and 11 hydroxy THC is technically more leaning to the psychedelic side of things than just normal smoking it would be. Fun facts with Melt. Waar woon jy, Boetie? Ek bly in Limpopo / in Mpumalanga area / Gauteng export. Bly in Hey Yader, I hope you're well. Okay, talk about time. What do you think about time? I think time. Oh, my hands are so dirty. I think time is an illusion, friend. At least to the fact of our like current reality. Time is literally mediated by our current sense of reality and our current senses as well. So if we were a being with a completely different set of senses, we would completely receive time differently as a result of that as well. So we can't exactly say that, oh yeah, this time thing is just this one way and that's how it is no matter where we go. No. Time is relative at the end of the day, but you know that. We love people for who they are in the moment and not for how they want to be. I love connections with no expectation. Such an amazing possibility. It really is. And I appreciate your presence here, Kristen. Thank you for showing up, friend. Are you aware of time? I try to be. Oh, she's actually calming down and sleeping. Cover her in my little scarf. You're making my coffee extra delicious. Still sleep to contribute more than happiness. But happy to spend my mornings here with you all. Oh, Slag, thank you for being here with us, my friend. I'm happy that I can make your coffee a little bit more delicious, as you say. I love your shirt. Thank you. You see even more of it. It is a very comfortable shirt. I can't say that, but it is kind of thin. Red jumper, Boston accent, Staten accent, Texas. I'm here for this. Have you ever attempted to imitate an accent from the USA? I think that would be very entertaining. Like, I don't know Boston. I don't know Texas. Like, the thing is, I don't know how to do accents. I know there's like terminology for it, and then you can focus on certain parts of your throat. I want to. I genuinely want to, but I feel like I'm gonna embarrass myself. Matt Damon. How do one speak with an American accent? Am I trying to speak like Obama? I think Obama has infected my brain, dude. I don't know. I'll have to practice first. That's a cute and fun story for us. But as a parent, a nightmare. My friend, I mean, life can be a nightmare sometimes. And I have come to the acceptance, at least in my own right, that I'm okay with dying earlier if that means, I've lived a better life. Because I can spend my entire life accumulating as much wealth as I possibly can, and then at the end of this life, kind of use this wealth to keep myself alive, and then die at an old age as a result of this life that I've chosen to live. Or I'll die at like 75 because I can't afford medical like services for some reason. If I'm 75 and we still haven't figured out public healthcare, I'll be happy to die. I'll just like, look, I'll die in the middle of the street streaming, dude. I'll be like, look, humanity, look at what you've done. An old man cannot take care of himself because he doesn't have the finances to do so. So he will die. And he will let everyone see. Dude, I'm really that serious about it, man. Like, I can't do it anymore. I've done it. I've done it, dude. And it was killing me faster than I would be able to kill myself. Not eating. I am MGMT, thanks. I can't see management's comments for some reason. That's really weird. Seriously, how do you keep yourself so happy and lively and positive and whatnot? Please tell me. The more I see, the more I feel your positive energy. The more I like your energy, the more I feel like being you. My friend, you don't have to be me. Like, all that I am is an expression of the I that we are, right? And you are that. You just have to kind of lean into that knowing. Lean into the understanding that you already are all of the things that you think I am. I'm just mirroring back to you the things that you want to see, friend. And I'm not happy all the time. I'm not positive all the time. I'm not smiley, like skipping from like place to place because I'm like a little fairy. I'm also sad sometimes. I also have the hard times. I also have the self-doubt, the feelings of like dread, the looking at the world and thinking, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to make this right? I have that as well, friend. But instead of contracting into myself, I have made the decision that it's either going to be I contract myself and I like hide away from this energy outside in the world, or I'm going to contribute and I'm going to bring my energy to this world. And that energy that I bring is the same energy that you can bring, friend. And Like, depending on the mind that you have, the body that you have, the personality that you have, that energy is almost going to go through like a filter that is you. And that expression is going to be divine on its own. You don't have to be me. You get to be you, friends. You get to be you. Dark clouds may hang on me sometimes, but I will get out. Thanks for asking. I'm happy, management. Lisa, you're so loved, friend. It's nice to see you here again. In the US and Chicago, anyway, most of the jobs on Indeed, the job board, are BS sales jobs that aren't authentic. It's very frustrating. Yeah. And it drives me, like, it literally drove me mad. I feel like I was becoming something that I could not recognize. Are you in a park? No, friend. I'm in the front yard, technically. Just keep showing up. Altruistic ad. We lift each other up. Thank you so much, Yader. This is the way. This is the way. Sure, this makes me so happy. Man, you're making me happy, dude. They aren't real sales jobs. It's selling a fake product with no leads, no validity. Just cold calling BS is zero integrity. Cold calling is literally the bane of my existence. What's her name? Sydney Neyes? I don't know who that is. Hey, Christine. Thank you for joining us as well, friend. It really does. I am this makes you happy as well. That makes me happy. I am this makes you happy as well. Glad this. Oh, there we go. I'm happy to hear that. So you just don't like working, lol? Not exactly, friend. Like, showing up every single day and doing what it is we're doing here. Like, at the end of the day, you can call it what you want. I call it being at service of people. You can call it a job. You can call it whatever you want at the end of the day. As I said, like, I don't try to label things. We are sharing expression, and that to me is like not and void the best thing that I've ever experienced. Dum dum. Absolutely melt. Hey, Clap, thank you for being here with us. Well, if we consider that this is Milmore's job, then he does, Edmund, lol. But the answer to not many. The answer is not many people, my friend. Yeah, that's true. And like that's the thing as well, Yader. So I don't consider this in quotation marks a job, right? And I feel if I as soon as I do, then that's gonna be the crux of the problem, because that's literally the reason I went into this year not expecting anything. Literally, no links posted of like PayPal, no links posted of buy me a coffee. Like obviously, I'm completely broke, and that would help a lot. But that's not why I decided to do this. I did this with the intention of sharing and like showing up in a space with friends every single day in this year. And this was like maybe you can call it an experiment on myself, on my life, on the things that I was thinking and believing is true for myself. And then as we've been practicing this experiment, day 174 of the experiment, I realized that what it is we're doing here is infinitely more valuable to me than literally all of the life experience I've had before. And I know that's a little bit rough to say, dude, but literally all of the time I've spent with friends, like I'm thinking back to the amount of impact, the amount of love that I brought into situations in my previous life, if you will. Right. The way that I was with the people that was in my immediate environment, be it in sales, be it as a school student, be it as an English teacher. What we're doing now, I feel like there's infinitely more value created just not only for me, but for an us, right? The we is what is benefiting from this. And that like maybe that is the conclusion that the experiment has come to. It's not about me, it's about we. What did you draw, man? I just drew a bunch of heads again. Bunch of heads. I drew like a hammer. I drew like a lantern. I drew like a car. But all of them look absolutely ass because I'm learning the basics, dude. Like boxing them out and then like refining shapes. Welcome to the most compassionate group of people. So happy you are happy today. This place lifts me up daily. Glad you're here with us. I'm also so happy, Kristen. But like, what else do you do? I do a bunch of things, friend. I do a bunch of things. Most importantly, I do the things that I believe is important to do. and I don't entertain ideas that I don't believe is going to benefit the rest of you. Well, that's true, Yader, but when your job is doing what you love, it doesn't feel like you're working in the traditional sense. Exactly, Edmund. I like your shirt, and I like you, friend. Thank you. I completely agree. I wouldn't consider a passion a job, even if you are compensated for it. Exactly, Yader. We have Lady Loki here. Hello, how are you doing today? I'm doing really well, friend. How about you? Thank you for joining us. I'm not that far behind anymore, only like 7 minutes. Hello from Washington, D.C. Needed to hear this wisdom today. Thank you for joining us, friend. Like, I don't try to dispense wisdom. This is something I want to be very clear about as well. I'm like, my body at least is 23 years old, right? I technically have very little life experience. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything. But the things that I feel and the things that I let flow through me into expression, I want you to take these things, feel for yourself what you feel about them, and then take that as your experience, right? Live in the felt fact of your immediate experience. You catch that? Live in the felt fact of your immediate experience. That's all I expect. And that's what we do here. We live in the felt fact of our immediate experience. And then what you say to me, these things change the felt fact of my immediate experience. And then I try and live into that more and more. What's your favorite kind of duck? Why are you asking me these? I don't like what's your favorite this thing because I like things, dude. Like the favorite thing about life is just that there's so much of it, right? So I don't want to like narrow down my focus, laser focus to like a single duck. This duck is my favorite. But now I'm thinking. Like I'm thinking just one of those very colorful ducks, right? If I had to look at one duck for the rest of my life, because that's how I try. I try to take it to the extremes when you ask me favorite questions. Like I'm just imagining a situation in which every single other duck species dies, other than the one that I chose. Like then I kind of reframe how important each and every duck to me would be, and then I think aesthetics. A beautiful, shimmering, colory duck would be the one that I would pick as my favorite. Excellent. That energy was amazing. Be excellent to each other. And rock on, my dudes. That's all we have to do, friends. Procast from It Means Survive. It's a cool word. That is really cool. Thank you for telling me as well, friend. That energy was amazing. Did you see light in his eyes? Glow bomb. Did he just say Matt Damon? I like for me, like when I think about, I don't even know why, but like every single time I think about Matt Damon or America, like Team America pops into my head, and there's like this Matt Damon scene that his puppet kind of came out a little bit whack. So instead of just voicing him the way that they wanted to, they voiced him as if he's like a little bit like he's a little bit damaged, if you will. And then every single time they like show Matt Damon, he just says Matt Damon, Matt Damon. It's so bad, but I love it. Uh, his first attempt was Matt Damon. Title for YouTube: Matt Damon. That Obama loved this. Umeld, I need to record that for the. All I am is that. Whoa. All that I am is that we are amazing. Whew, that's the way, dude. All that I am is the I that we are. Thing worth saying. Chink. Talking about things worth saying. Now that you've inspired me, let's see. You have available to you everything in all of creation. All that I am is the I that is you. All that I am is the I that we are. Man, that's so cool. Where's your snack? I only had snack for like that stream, dude. We set snack free at the end of it. I hope you never consider this a job. This is a passion. This is way bigger than any job. Exactly, Yader. That's how I feel about it as well, friend. Like this, Like, this is something. Okay, let me just put it in this way. We've shown up for this 174 days in a row. I've not done anything with that consistency in my entire life, right? Like, that in its own just says so much to me. Like, that there is this passion for me to show up regardless of how I feel, regardless of the things I might be going through, because I because of you friends, I see that it is something that helps, right? Be it helps myself, be it helps you friends when you're going through a hard day and you get to tune into some interesting or positive perspectives. It is something that's infinitely valuable to me, and I know it's something that's valuable to you friends. And doing something that is of value to other beings on this planet versus doing something that is only of value to me, that is a very like easy choice for me to make. Do you make money at all? No, not at the moment, friend. Totally just broke down into tears. I'm not sure, relief maybe, to know there are people like all of you out there. There's people like you, Kristen. Yes, friend, we are. We are out here. And I believe that there's going to be more and more of us surfacing. There is an awakening happening. Thanks for sharing, just for Melody. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are among friends. There we go. You're being comforted. Needing to bounce out to meditate. Sending you love and light today, Melton, y'all. Thank you so much, Aaron. Sending you love and light as well. The correct answer was Daffy Duck. Dude, I'll rather take Scrooge McDuck before I take Daffy Duck. At least if I keep only him alive, I'll be ballin', dude. I'll have all of the gold coins to swim in. I can be a dragon. Dan. Yo, Edmund, making me think of tacos now. I haven't had tacos since that first time we talked about tacos. You have a new follower. Thank you, big student. I look forward to having you tune in again, friend. Molecule, thank you for joining us as well. I just made some tacos yesterday. Frickin' flexing on me. Knight Rider, thank you. I do like gold. I appreciate it. I knew it. Would you look at it all? All the words in your comments are in alphabetical order. I just made some tacos yesterday. Whoa! Look at that. Your message is in alphabetical order? Is it though? Is it though? All the words. Okay, so the words are in alphabetical order. Is it though? Yeah, it is. Okay. I just had to make extra sure. Yeah, this time it is. Well, thanks, Alphabet Bot. What a stream today. Yeah, it was a little bit of a roller coaster, wasn't it? I feel very satisfied with what we talked about. I feel like some things are always going to come up over and over again, but it do be like that. Even the bots are popping in here. Yeah, dude. Like, there's a bunch of bots. Like, if you type like an inches thing, you should get a bot that converts it. If you type spicy, you should get a bot that like mango spicy bot or something like that. It's called should like show up. I think they're. Hmm, yeah, I think that's the only bots that I know about. But there are a few of them. Weirdest bot ever. Are you on here at the same time every day? Pretty much, friend. We stream from about 4 p.m. my time to around maximum, usually like 6 p.m. Sometimes we go to like 7 p.m. my time. Like, I should probably save it in that, maybe the title or something. But we do. We stream around this time every single day. If you tune in this time, you should be able to find us. Thank you, Slag, for letting me know as well. Yes, this is Juno. He is rough at the same time. Join the Discord to get notifications. Yeah, friends, to you who are here and who would like to join this community with us, if you ever want someone to reach out to, we have a Discord, right? Join the Discord. It's a bunch of channels. It looks like the most masculine Discord channel ever. Literal bare minimum, bare bones, like hungriest looking Discord channel I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, and I don't know. Like, I don't have the finesse. I need to get help. Still streaming every day, huh? That is dedication, man. Yeah, good efficiency. I'm not stopping, dude. Like, I'm never. I really feel this way, and I'm gonna keep saying this. And I feel the more I say it, the more daunting it becomes. But I'm never stopping, dude. Never ever. ever, ever. Like I won't promise I'll stream for an entire like hour, 2 hour segment, but showing up for you friends, I'll do that forever and ever, no matter what. That was legendary Chocolate Tuesday 420. Legendary. It was. You were right. Yeah, you were right. Like you actually got the date right as well, Toasty. Thank you, man. I know Mel is talking, but all I hear is tacos, 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 and we can and we are making tacos. Are you hearing tacos because of the family talking about them? Thanks, guys. Thank you, Juno. What is happening here? Here we live in the felt fact of our immediate experience, friend. Then around 11:30 p.m. Central Time, about 4 a.m. South Africa time. So like we do, like these days because the sun comes up significantly later. Vomit slag. I dance a little bit later as well. Usually starting from like 6 a.m. because the sun rises at around 7 a.m. because of that big ass mountain there. But yeah, thank you for telling him as well, friend. Mm-mm-mm. What is the most misunderstood thing about South Africa? Probably that wild animals don't walk around. That's not a thing, right? Like we are technically a civilization. I'm saying technically very loosely, but technically we are a civilization. We don't have lions roaming our streets, fortunately. But could dopey elephants find giraffes entertaining? Dopey elephants find giraffes entertaining. I mean, you know that elephants actually do partake of liquor. We have these little fruits called amarulas. They're like a biggish pit that has this kind of sour, sugary sap surrounding it, and it has like a little bit of fiber in it as well. But then it drops to the ground, and these things just lay in the ground. And that little like skin is so thick; it's about like maybe a millimeter and a half thick, maybe 2 millimeters thick. So like it's relatively thick for a fruit skin, and then it like ferments inside of that little pocket that it creates for itself, and then it like bursts. And then when it bursts, or it doesn't even have to burst, but it gets to the point where it will burst, and then it's like super fermented and ripe. And then like elephants will just come and like just knock them away, and they'll get so drunk that they'll like won't be able to stand on their own feet. They'll be dropping, and they'll like literally get super wasted, and they'll just go and sleep in like a cuddle puddle, like just knock out, sleep until the next day. It's hilarious. So I do think dopey elephants would find giraffes entertaining. Yeah. I love that. Are you Afrikaans? Ek is jazz like. Tegnies is my eerste taal Afrikaans, maar ek praat nogals heel okay Engels. What's that? As long as they're soft shell tacos. Is your shirt silk? No, friend. I can't afford silk shirts just yet. You know, like the thing is as well, I'm saying yet, like usually I'm not that into clothing. I'm not going to buy myself 10,000 pairs of clothing ever. But I would invest in like actual silk shirts just because of the comfort sense of it, right? I don't even know if it's going to be that much more comfortable. But that is something I would invest in. I wonder what ingredients would be included in an essay taco. Not to label myself, but I made okay white girl tacos law. I would always need to buy the sauce, the most important part. It's interesting. I'm not exactly sure what sauce goes into tacos normally in America either. In South Africa, we probably have some chutney on it. Uh, like maybe some like stripped steak, like steak cut in strips. Maybe some cheese, and then maybe just some like tomatoes, lettuce, cucumber, and like a sprinkling of feta. Like I think I don't know. That is the most South African taco that I can think about. We get Amarula cream alcohol here in Australia. It's really good. We have it here in South Africa as well, but it's not quite the same. Don't elephants like raid trains and caravans for liquor? They do. They do, dude. Like elephants will actually, if they like smell a place that produces liquor, they'll go and break into those like warehouses, and they'll just drink all of the liquor that's like stored in the tanks and stuff. Actual alcoholics, dude. The elephants know. They're smart enough to like know that they like getting wasted. Sorry, Lowell was trying to trigger the alphabet bot. But that was awesome about the elephants, dude. I mean, it's co-creation, dude. Like literally, you said a random thing, and like as you said it with the intention of just triggering the bot, and yet a creation can come from it, dude. Like something can be shared about it. Schwasted. The most schwasted of elephants, lol, thirsty. I appreciate you friends being here with me. These burbs that are above me are being so chatty. Like you actually saw some stuff fall on me because they were jumping in the branches above me. Like what's interesting to me is I wonder if it's a family. Yeah, it is. Those are definitely smaller. Man, I feel so in tune. No, actually, I don't feel that in tune. I just feel so a part of nature. I think that's a better word. A tune, a part, same difference, right? It's just a trip to kind of notice how these things are like kind of in their own little patterns as well. And again, in co-creation with me as well. Like we're breathing the same air and we're living in the same time and space as well. And as a result of them being just being and making noises, technically they are altering my lived experience as well as a result of that. Even these freaking fruit flies is changing my lived experience. They have a very fascinating pattern where they have like almost like a funneling effect where they move up and down in this like linear line. There's just so much to be fascinated about. I have a little creature that's semi-sleeping on me. Man, I love being alive. Just taking a second to figure out, like, or just to realize again just how much there is to life. Dum 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. I thought that you were posting a random song lyrics. Had my brain gears going. Lol. Yeah, made even more of us think, dude. Yo, elephants are true G's. Elephants will rep our Swaggart merch, dude. I'm sure the elephants would love some Swaggart as well, bro. They're total G's, man. It was the last word that didn't work in your comment, I think. Maybe that's the one. Don't get poopsied on. Nah, I should be fine. Like, it's interesting to me. Like, I'll show you just how many of them there are. Like, I don't know if it's a family or. You see, like, there's like one here. 1, 2, 3. Like, there's one behind there. 5, 6. And there's a 7th one back there as well. And then there's more of those nests. Look at that dude. He's looking at me as well. But yeah, like I'm sorry to you YouTube friends. You can't see the burps. But you Reddit friends can't really either. It doesn't zoom, unfortunately. Elephants are beautiful. Are so beautiful. They mourn. That blows my mind. Yeah, they mourn, and they also have like burial grounds. Quite literally, elephants do have burial grounds for their dead as well, where they will actually take their deceased to like a certain place to like almost honor them. I wonder if it's an honoring of them, or if it's wanting the things to be together. Like I like to think at least that the elephants are honoring their dead by having a burial ground for them. And as you said, they do mourn and they get angry. Like there was a case here in South Africa actually where a bus driver hit a baby elephant and then drove off. And the mother of that elephant, like the baby elephant, knew that certain bus had like a certain route and you would come past like in a certain time. So waited until the right time, stood in the middle of the road, took the bus driver, only the bus driver, out of the bus and killed him. Left the rest of the people alone. Like that's weird, yo. That's like a trip. Like I'm not condoning the murder of a person, like by an animal, obviously. But the fact that an elephant can feel so strongly about something says so much to me as well. Blows my mind, as you say. Elephants are my favorite animal. There we go, Edmund. I'm happy that we can like. Do you celebrate the like? I'm thinking a thousand things at the same time because I'm thinking about this friend that I also have, who is really like almost spiritually into the like elephant spirit as well, and his understanding of it and his like strong feeling towards it, almost like an affinity to the elephant spirit. Do you have that as well, Fred? I'm curious. Monk Life, thank you for the pot of coins. I do appreciate it, man. Is that a real story? It is. It is a real story, my friend. Yeah, and it's crazy as well. Like it blows my mind. Elephants have like a really interesting sense. Like elephants are so conscientious that they will also, if they've been trained to or they understand the sensitivity of it at least, they will like tiptoe over fences so that they don't ruin the fences when they're like migrating and stuff. That like I love elephants so much. Sounds like some fresh chutney, mango and cucumber. That does sound great. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine how much the elephants can drink? Yeah, I think it's safe to assume elephants can drink all of us underneath the table. Is that how you say it? I don't drink enough to understand the drinking slang. Do you drink someone underneath the table? Because you drink so much and they drink much and then they sink because of the drinking? Is that? I'm aging myself. Oh, yo, that's our mascot, Elephants for Swagger, dude. I'm just trying to imagine like the peace sign being like posed by an elephant, but just having these thick ass thumbs like for peace signs. That dude, like I feel like you are literally like carving real estate out of a piece of my brain, and this piece of my brain is like growing because now it was first like swaggered, so like a maybe like a millimeter of my brain space was like taken up by swaggered, and now there was Globama, and now there's the mascot elephant. Like this is growing. This freaking Globama idea, dude. I'm already trying to manifest so many things. I can't manifest Obama as well, dude. Barber, that one book I accidentally stole from elementary school when we moved. I felt so bad, but damn, I love that elephant. Babar? I don't know what that is, friend. It's like a book about an elephant, I'm guessing. Good morning, Monk Life. Ah, unbelievable. It's nice to have you here, friend. Like there's been a lot of like talk about you as well in my streams where people come in and like say a bunch of things. I always try and give you the benefit of the doubt, man. I hope that you know that. Hey, Mammy, thank you for being here with us as well. Elephants? No. Otters? Yes. Like, otters for Swaggart commercials instead? Elephants are the only mammal that has a chin bone. All other mammals, except for us and elephants, just have lower jaw bones. That's interesting. Like, another interesting fact about elephants, and this might be a little bit weird, but their udders are on their chests. So, like, elephants literally have two individual udders on her chest for her babies, which is also something that's fascinating to me. Mm-mm-mm. Elephant skeletons are surprisingly similar to humans as well. Yep, even their feet. Technically, elephant like at the like underneath all of that mass, they have very human-looking feet as well. It just shows, proves to the fact that we are all one. We're from the same source. Expressions of Mama Gaia at the end of the day. There is no separating us. If there was separating us, we'd cease to be. I'd like to say I vibe with the spirit of the elephant, at least somewhat. Fun fact, elephant skulls are likely what spawned the myth of cyclopses. Ah. Because they do have like an indentation, right? That kind of looks like an eye socket almost. I'm busy cooking, so not watching the screen from here on and out, but I'm listening. Elephant eyes are so soulful. They look happy and sad all at once. Yeah, elephant, like, I haven't actually had the opportunity to spend direct time with an elephant. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say in its own, but like I haven't ever been able to do something like that where I could like directly feed an elephant or like ride an elephant or like touch an elephant's trunk. But I would love to do stuff like that. I would love to just kind of like share space with a creature like that as well, especially to kind of become aware how something so, again, big can be so gentle with a being. And obviously they can be very hurtful as well, but if you have a good one, right, you have a nice elephant, pets you gently on the head, man. Like, it's such a trip to me that we had dinosaurs on this planet. And just the scale of them as well. How we compared to them would be like 1/5 of their height. And we think of that as big, right? Now imagine yourself from the perspective of an ant just looking at a human being. Holy shit. Now think of yourself as like a single-celled organism from the perspective, or from the perspective of a single-celled organism looking at an ant, and again, holy shit. Right, scale is such a weird thing. And I wonder how much this scale as well just affects our conscious perception of reality. I think it does significantly. Like, I believe that an ant's perception of reality is probably mostly just an understanding of its environment, right? So now I'm curious as well. Do you think that the reason we are evolving, at least at the pace that we are, is because we now have more understanding of the scale of our world, us on our world, and then as a result, like our perspective on just scale in general? Because usually for people, at least normally, like at one point in our existence, humans believed that the earth was flat. Not only did humans believe that, but it was like church belief. Like you were like a freaking hearsayer if you tried to mention that the earth was actually surrounding the or circling the sun. They would like freaking stone you to death. But that was the reality. And now, like the average human being, some people are still like I think it's a meme. I think the flat earth thing is like a real meme. I think all of them are just joking. I hope so. But as a result of these understandings, we as human beings are expanding our consciousness, our perspective, our understanding of just how large this universe is, how small we are, and how unlikely it is for us to actually be here. And as a result of this understanding, kind of become more aware of the actual reality of the situation and just how much we have to be grateful for. I love you, friends. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for joining me today and sharing the space with me. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, everyone.